Hi, everyone. Happy Fri-yay. Can y'all see and hear me okay? I had like a weird little alert right as I was trying to sign on. And it was like, check your router. I'm like, no, don't do that to me. I, oh, hi, honey. Iron Fire Horse here. Josh, Mr. Floyd's Pockets more was listening and Tina, Nick, John, Normal. Well, that was weird, huh? What happened? Or is that just went back? All right. Fun day. Oh, I saw that Hershey. La. I just. Hey. Can y'all hear me? Is this recording? I don't, I'm not getting good internet access, so I'm gonna have to come back and do this. Yeah, it's got me like on LTE right now. So yeah, that's not gonna be good. But you can hear me. You can hear and see me, okay? You can? Okay. All right. Well, hey, I mean, we'll see what we can do, but if we lose it, it just might be gone. Hi, Krista. Let me let me pause this just for a second and put my phone back up. I just realized it was like still recording as I'm like, oh, what a day. You just never know around here. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, thank you. And I'll try to keep an eye on the comments, so if y'all are like, I can't hear you, whatever, I'll try. Hi, Victor. Hi. I I think I did listen to last night's meditation, but I wasn't able to chat. I don't think I was able to say hi. but I did miss this morning. It's like I barely got it back in the door here. This candle went out yesterday. Hopefully it won't go out today. My noisy candle. The noisy one. Like crack, snackle. Crack, snap. I can't do it. Never mind. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I messed up the Rice Krispie saying, and I really can't do it. Okay, so Hershey is our first lover today. Howdy, howdy. Hi. Hi, Gerald. Hi. Tara Stash. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. With a fan. We love the fan, Gerald. Y'all, please make sure to sub to Gerald if you don't know him. Please get to know him. Lots of good content on his channel. All right, so Hershey, I've got bad news. I still have not found Mr. Predicto. Mr. Predicto Kitty. The twins have hid him rather well. So, I just have my angel answers deck here. Much better? Okay, good. So the angel answers deck, just, ask the universe, just between you and the universe, a question, and there can be some various, it might not just be a yes or no that comes out of here. So we could just get some added advice on the situation or whatever it is, okay? So let's see. Can you imagine little predictos? Oh, Viviani, they just turned 3 on May 22nd. They're into everything. They're taking a morning nap right now. That's why they're quiet. The little baby predicted. How cute would those be? That would be amazing. He's around here. He's around here somewhere. I will find him. I was just thinking, like, they put him down in the bottom of something. I don't know. Is he under the couch? Is he in the couch? Like, we will find you. Okay, universe, please let us know for our dear Hershey, the shadow reader. You'll sub up to her. What is the answer? Guidance for Hershey's question. So it's another angel day. The angels are around. The angels are around. And I was looking too, like on the 15th. That's actually, what is that, Father's Day? That is Father's Day. I'm going to have to cut the deck. One doesn't want to come out. All right. Mars, which is in Leo, squares Uranus, which is in Taurus. So yeah, don't lose your head. And I remember, like, yesterday we had the Queen of Cups in the reverse come out. It was like, just stay like practical, very grounded. Yeah. It can bring some hot-tempered aspects and maybe even some impulsive decisions. So yeah, like with that Knight of Pentacles energy is to like pause and think, before you act. Okay, so this is actually an interesting answer. When I was saying pause, there's something here that needs to wait. Hershey. Something needs to wait, but they're wanting you to know to keep putting your positive intentions into it. Remain positive. So, let's pull I'll pull you like a little charm or something too for fun. Let's see. Maybe we'll get some clues for you, because I mean, I have no idea what the question is, so this could give you some answers, okay? We've got a star. So a star, okay. Healing, shining, something shining. 3, Gemini, Mercury, 3. I know you've got Taurus in you. Taurus. So, Scorpio. Could be something you feel very passionate about, but also that's those shadows, those rooms you go into here. But yeah, there's something you need to take a little bit more slowly with the sloth. But I think you should really stay positive though, because you've got whatever this is, you've got, the magic behind it. But it's just going to take a little bit more time. Make sure you keep your protection up, because I've got a claw here and the little Minecraft thing. So make sure to keep your protections up strong here. 3 is a very spiritual number too. Maybe it's something you're creating. Could be something you're creating. It just needs a little bit more time. Hey, Dina. Hi, how are you? Please, y'all check out Shawoman. I love Dina. She makes me laugh. Oh, hi, Anna. Hi. You're such a sweetie. Hi. Whoops. I am doing a horrible job at my finger's clumsy today. Hi, Krista. Blindly inspired. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Hi, Millie. Hi, Sunshine. Ooh, that sounds fun. Check out the gin. Yeah, that sounds hilarious. That sounds awesome. I love anything that's fun like that. Oh, you've been sleeping tons. Yeah, I've felt like a little bit more tired some days than normal, like where you could have just literally just slept, longer. And you're like, why did I not wake up? Or I don't know. But I just feel like sometimes even the more like spiritual direction that we go into, we walk these. I feel like I feel it even more though. And also, as you ascend, they say that can be very draining as well. So, yeah. So we have to make sure that we're taking good care of ourselves, which is why, I like to devote Fridays to self-care, self-love, and how is ancestral karma like related to that? Well, any clearing of karma is a good thing, right? But these are things and patterns that we've carried that are holding us back, right? That's why it's important. It's an act of self-love, but it's also an act of honor, an act of love, an act of healing towards your whole family, your ancestors, your bloodline, and whatever ancestors that wouldn't necessarily be your bloodline but are your ancestors. You know what I mean? Like all of that. Okay, we'll just say all of that. So I found like this article. It's really cool. This person has like it's called like a healing through the tarot, like a little podcast here. And I really liked, she like put together a little spread here. And she's like using techniques learned from therapy too, which I mean, granted, like it's not anything it's just simple exercises, like it's not somebody practicing therapy. All right. So where was the thing? Oh yeah. Okay. She says in here that it's helpful for us to look at a balance of the good and the bad karma or the legacy that lives on from generation to generation. Not everything should be painted in a negative light all of the time. Life is almost always a balance of good and bad. So, and as we all say here a lot, it's helpful to find gratitude in some of these good traits and characteristics that were passed down in the family. This is like breaking karmic cycles. We choose no longer to allow, listen to that word, allow to continue. One technique she talked about is like, and I've heard about this before too, is like the letter, like writing a letter, but you never send it. And, if you even want to like burn it to release it afterwards, that's just something I am adding on to that if you do so wish. And then the empty chair technique, looking at maybe talking as if that person is in the chair across from you and actually saying and visualizing what you would like to say and let out there, and just imagining them sitting there listening. So what these can do is like it can be very cathartic. It can help release emotions out of the body without the stress of having to confront that person that you have a grievance with. And sometimes that can be enough to help that process to start to move on emotionally. Because forgiveness really isn't about the other person, is about releasing yourself from the connection you have with that person. I really liked this. Because see, like, even though like our ancestors are not here physically with us, okay? But we are them. They are us. So these relationships, these patterns that we're showing in our life are things that they went through too. And so let me start off reading this line again because I think it is really, really good. It is about releasing yourself from the connection you have with that person and taking the power away from them to control or affect you in any way. And she suggested that this has helped her complete healing work necessary to move forward. It's much easier to imagine serving the energetic cord between self and the other person to free myself to go off and live a life of peace without them. This way I don't have to focus on whether they deserve the forgiveness, because you deserve a life of peace. So this is another way of reframing it. That's a key theme. And that's also, like it's a tweak, it's a fine tune, it's a filtering, you know, a detail that we can flip on a small scale, but it can do so much more in the broad scheme of things. And hopefully this can help work through some of the resistance that can arise when we work on forgiving others. But also know that no one can tell you that you have to forgive someone else, okay? That is something that you have to decide for yourself. If you don't feel it's necessary, if you don't feel ready, then just go with where you feel led. If you're pushed into forgiving someone, that creates another set of problems that end up taking more of your power away. The goal is to empower you, not to take more away, right? You can always come back to the healing work when you're ready. But if you're not ready for something, that's okay. There's more that needs to be understood to bring it to that point, right? There's still something there, and we can't control somebody else, but we can control our reactions and our actions and how we handle things. Yeah, so you'll know it in time if you're ready for it. And many of you have already done this and are still continuing to do it because it's work, right? If we face resistance when thinking about releasing an issue or forgiving a certain family member, it might help to ask ourselves why we think they acted in the ways they did and what wounds they might have been carrying around with them. So, yeah, it can take some forgiveness and some surrender for sure. And sometimes it requires forgiveness of those that have harmed us or others that we love. And that's when we can get stuck, right? Trying to forgive somebody who we feel deep in our heart like we don't feel they deserve it. And this could be a view of seeing forgiveness as something that just lets the person off without facing the consequences of their actions or behavior. And maybe there just needs to be, to get through any type of resistance like this, is to start forgiving at a soul level. Connect with the energy at the soul level, and just at the base soul level energy. Do you still see any, what goodness do you see there too? You know, do you can still see that they're a pretty good person? 9/11 is 11/11. Sweet. Confirmation. At the soul level.
The beat just died. Can y'all hear me okay? That's just like, yeah, it just came and like sucked the energy right out of my beat. I haven't even pulled my cards out yet. Jeez. Okay. Wow. I mean, I feel like I really think a lot of the things said in this were really good. Really, really good. And there's even like cards here, like certain cards that come up in tarot spreads that can reveal some of these things here. But let's like talk really fast though about some powerful ways to reduce and break ancestral karmic debt. Yeah, it hurts you to your soul. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's, um, yeah, karma does come. It does. Karma doesn't forget an address. It doesn't. We just might not see it in outwardly, but there has to be, that scales, that's it balancing. Things have to be rebalanced. So it's constant. Okay, so first off, ways to reduce and break all this debt. Choose to be a cycle breaker. Is to exercise your power of choice. First, that's the first step in healing anything, is to choose. So you have to consciously choose to do the inner work to break the cycle of negative family roles, traits, beliefs, patterns, and behaviors. You can be the one to save this negative pattern running in your family. So be a generational curse breaker. Mindfulness. Use mindfulness. That's about being present and aware without judging what is, I think this is important right here, without judging what is going on inside or outside of us in that moment. Yes. It says it stops the transmission of family karma in its tracks. Can prevent that from being passed on to our children. So I guess, yeah, when we're not letting our minds go into this judge feelings of judgment, just being, yeah, present as we are meant to be. Self-care, of course. Yes, take your power back with self-care. Support yourself in being able to have the energy to follow through. That's an investment of self-care. Identify and heal unresolved family trauma. Learn about what traumas your ancestors held on to. The best place to look is in the present, because anything unresolved in your family lineage and past lives will usually manifest in your life or the lives of close family members in some form. Oh, Anna, I know you've been through so much. I'm so sorry. Charity. And I think it's been coming out with the Virgo thing, the message of service and giving back, doing some act of service. So acts of kindness, such as donating food, clothing, or money in the name of ancestors, are considered powerful ways to balance the karmic scales. Donating essentials like food, clothes, or money to those in need is thought to release past energies and promote healing within your family lineage. And of course, meditation. And visit Victor over at Fri-yay for your meditation practices. 9:45 a.m. and p.m. Eastern every day. Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of obvious, right? It's about attuning into ourselves, becoming more spiritual, clearing our minds. Meditation is very healing. Very, very healing. So it doesn't all have to be like doom and gloom. And but it could be eye-opening, right? You can discover some things, even maybe discover, this won't be for everybody, okay, but discover ways that you see. It doesn't make it okay in every case, but you can see why somebody did what they did. You know what I mean? Maybe I can have more understanding, or even just see things in yourself that you don't realize, you know, about yourself. I mean, those things happen too. So obviously, like, probably one of the top cards to come out is like the Ten of Pentacles, I would say. The Wheel of Fortune is a karma card, you know, it's about cycles. Maybe if you have the World card, you know, it can be like not completing a cycle or something, right? Like, or something needs to end for something to start. Justice, things being unfair, right? Star card, we had that star come out for Hershey. Star, healing, right? The Devil can be seen as like karmic bonds, keeping restrictions there. Death can be the release of karma. I've seen some people asking these questions in chats before, so I thought I would share these. Obviously, the Ten of Pentacles, that's like, you know, the family, the legacy. I mean, that is very much a family card. The Three of Swords can be, you know, the pain, the pain that can come. And I mean, I think personally, because I mean, I think it came out like the Six of Cups would make sense to me too, you know, with that. And then you'll probably get like different court cards coming out. So that was just some stuff I wanted to share. I did that in a very condensed manner. I'm kind of, wow. Oh, Six of Swords was one too, about, you know, moving forward. All right, sorry, I was trying to find the spread picture here, okay? So we're going to do this ancestral karmic healing spread for the collective. All right. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate y'all. And some of the questions that are being asked in here is like, what karmic cycle needs to be broken collectively? So this will be like the biggest one, right? What needs to be honored? What should be forgiven and released? What was passed down to me by my ancestors? What cycle will I begin if I break old karmic cycles? And how will I feel if I break these cycles? Wait, hold up. What cycle will I begin if I break? Okay. So what's next? You know, if you do this, what's next? How will I, you know, how will you feel like as a result of breaking these cycles? Okay. All right. Got it. Words. All right. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Let's pull charms first and kind of see what comes out. All right, this is going to be loud, so bear with me. Oh, wait. No, not just yet. Sorry. Where's my Palo Santos? I definitely wanted to burn something. Hold on. Let me go grab it real fast, okay? All right, just 1 minute. Oh my gosh, it was like staring me right in the face. Hi, Lottie. Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna light this, and oh, the bell was taken. So Looks like it's just smoke today. I can get creative. All right, so sending this out. Need a new bell. Yeah, I was like thinking, like, what can I? Is there something I can ding against something else over here? My girls took the bell. They took Mr. Predicto. I mean, I'm going to be using I call this like my soul deck, the Tarot of the Abyss by Anatorian. There are a couple extra cards in here. If those come out, I might go back to the book to make sure I'm using the right one. All right. Okay, we're clearing out all these energies. I'm going to bring in, let all of our guides meet up together. Oh, there's the bell. Yay. It was on my selenite tower was hiding it. So we're clearing the energy, okay? All right. And just ask Spirit for guidance and the messages that we need to hear for our greatest and highest good regarding our ancestors. So we're calling in our ancestors right now. Spirit. Their angels are here. I'm shuffling, but I'm still going to pull some charms. Because I've been wanting to see, experiment with pulling this first. Okay, I'll be shuffling that some more. All right, let's pull some charms. Hi, Fatima. Hi, how are you? Okay, let's see what we got. An E and a D, Ed. No, and I can't make this up. This was a different angel, so something made for an angel. You're made for an angel here. I think that's like saying angels are with us, too, through this. And yeah, this is about family. We got the tree that came out, family trees, right? 8, the 8th house. Yeah. That's all about joint finances and other people's money, sex, death, real marriage, real contracts, till death do us part, Also, there's the cult there. Yeah, and we've got this horse, and horse is like this, freedom, wanting to feel some type of freedom here, I think. And the teddy bear is very, the childlike, the inner child. They're, needing that hug, needing that care. Maybe you had a special teddy bear. No. Is there something we feel on edge about here? That's like a little light going off. My little sticker thing here. Like a little but it's on like 2 wooden poles, or is that like some type of door? I'm going with it looks like a red light to me. So maybe something could be, you feel like something surprising might happen. You don't know quite what it is yet. And this guy's come out before, you know. Um, this is about alchemy, potions, something, the way something flows, the way something comes together. This can be even just the alchemy of your own DNA here. Maybe there's some, maybe we got some magic here with the 8 little chemistry things. Interesting. Okay, so already, like, I'm just going to do the overhand shuffles now and think about our positions here. And Dina, I'm so glad you're here. I think it's the first time you've been through on the morning one, huh? I've been having fun doing this. Just being me, doing stuff I'd normally sit here and do anyways. Reading. I'm just sharing the stuff I'm learning, that's all. Whoa. Okay, wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm taking this as a strong message right here that this is the karmic cycle that needs to be broken here. This flipped over. This is the 5 of Cups. Obviously, this speaks strongly for itself, but it also did come out with, this is the Chariot. That's Cancer energy. Yeah, and the 5 of Cups, I think that would be Scorpio, right? Okay. But yeah, we've got this Chariot. And I think this is cool because she's like, they look like 2 like giant geese that she's got 1 foot on each one of them, and these 2 opposing forces that she's able to guide. But here in the reverse, it's just nothing's going anywhere. It's a mess. It's resistance to moving forward in some way, and I think it's due to this sadness, this grief. And it could be somebody, this is a masculine energy, okay? On the bottom is the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse can be somebody not talking, somebody's being cruel, cold in some type of way, but also can be overly emotional, not thinking logically, right? Let's see what needs to be honored here. And you know what they say about that 5 of Cups. I mean, I'm looking on these 2 cups. She actually put rune symbols on hers, and I forget which runes these are. I might look in the book to tell you. A minute here. Wow, okay. The 5 of Pentacles. 5, 5. Okay, and when we're at a 5, something's got to give, something's got to change, right? What should be forgiven and released? Lack mentality. Things, not there. Things that are physically not there, that are depleted. But also can be a mentality within yourself, okay? That is holding back, like maybe that you don't feel worthy or good enough for something. And this is sadness bringing you down here. You're fixed. Those are fixed signs. Scorpio and Taurus. Those are opposites. So it's really being stuck in a feeling of lack that brings sadness, and it's being stuck in an emotion and stuck in, you know, that feeling of insecurity. So it's emotional insecurity and in your 3D world, you know, an insecurity there. Okay, let's keep going. What was passed down to me by my ancestors? Us as a collective spirit. Oh, is Witchy Tristan here? She's hi. Hi. Okay, there we go. That was a fire. All right. Wow. There's a lot of Cancerian energy here too. Because we got the Two of Cups, what was passed down to me by my ancestors. Woo. Love, your ability to be healing to others. I feel this is your read. Thank you. I'm glad you're resonating, even though it hurts, but I'm glad you're resonating. Hopefully we're going to get some incredible messages out of this. But what was passed down here too, though, with the Two of Cups is this is the interactions in our lives that is causing us these problems, right? This is a beautiful card. It is. I keep trying to decide what they are. I keep like thinking they're like almost mermaid like, but then this snake like, right? With this, I love it. It's a beautiful Two of Cups. All right, let's keep going. What was on the bottom there? The World. Saturn. And that was one of the cards that they say would come out of what? That's the cycle already that's showing up here to be ended. You're wanting to end something here. Wanting completion. Yeah, and gosh, yeah, I'm looking at that Chariot verse too. You know, you wanting to get, move forward too. Because that can literally be travel. What cycle will begin? All right, here we go. Wow. Okay. Leo, double Leo energy. Fixed. Okay, so, and I'm getting chills as I'm saying this. All right, so we've got Scorpio, we've got Taurus, we've got the fixed fire of Leo coming out now. Where I'm going with this is there's one more fixed. If I see an Aquarian pop up in here, that is literally like the 4 fixed points of the Wheel of Fortune, right? Okay. I've never channeled something like that before, but that's what I was just seeing. So we've got the 6 of Wands, okay? You're going to start being recognized and honored. You know, like take a bow, right? Good job. And you're going to see the strength in that courage. Look at that. She is to bear. She doesn't have to be like, another one like, or whatever. I mean, she's just like, powers in her eyes. Quiet strength. and courage and power. Sun energy here. Stepping into a more masculine, a more seen energy here. Out of this Five of Cups, out of this Five of Pentacles, okay? And how will you feel? I mean, it's got to be good. If we're seeing the Six of Wands and strength, I mean, it's got to be good. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all so very much. There we go. I think you will feel like that you're not fighting against everybody all the time, right? That Seven of Wands, you know, it's a lot of people coming at you, a lot of people, a lot of different opposing forces, challenges here, right? I think because it came out in there, I think we're going to be able to like ease up in ourselves a little bit here. Drop our guard a little bit. To drop our guard, not give up, okay? But also, I'm hearing this could maybe, this is going to change people around too, right? People around too. Let's get, let's see, I did find my angels and ancestors. Oh yeah, I was wanting to look in the book real fast and see if she gives the names of the rune signs that she put on that Five of Cups. Because I do remember saying I wanted to share that with you all. This is the tarot deck that the poems I've posted on my channel so far come from. Let's see. Okay, one of them is forgive me for pronunciations. I have not learned my runes yet. Ehwaz, it's E-I-H-W-A-Z, the symbol of rebirth and endurance, okay? That was one of the standing cups. And the other one is Dagaz, D-A-G-A-Z, which is a symbol of hope and achievement. Hope and achievement with that Six of Wands. You know, have some type of victory here, okay? Have some type of victory. And you're going to be full of strength, your own inner strength, that you don't feel like you have to defend everything all the time. All right, let's go to the angels and ancestors here. Yes, the sentiment. I love this. Star ancestor in the bottom here. Follow the voice of your soul. I love this deck. Well, okay. Good thing I'm not shuffling for reversals. That would have been a total flop. I would have had to reset the whole deck, probably. Oh, thank you. I love this deck by Kyle Gray. Kyle Gray, not Cray. Gray. Hi, Lottie Lottie. Lottie Lottie, I don't know why. I wanted to say it twice, but I did. Oh, okay. Oh. We got a timing clue in the bottom, y'all. Something in autumn. Something about autumn in the bottom. Release the old and rest. I mean, this is about releasing things, right? We got sage as our card. Be devoted and committed to this journey. Because you're meant to be the wise one here, the sage. Writing here, changing history. I hear changing history. Where did my Kyle Gray book go? There it is. Okay. Just see. Huh. This was on the very top. Shaman, trust in higher forces. So yeah, it's going to take some trust here. And it's going to take a lot of the Chariot. That's a major step. We've got 2 sevens here, okay? We've got 2 sevens. I mean, I feel like you'll be able to let your guard down, but you'll feel like you can stand up for yourself. You're not going to be afraid of people coming at you here. But yeah, 2 sevens, 2 fives, okay? 2 sevens, 2 fives. We're in the fives right now. We're in the fives. But we can jump to that 7 here. That's what's holding us back right now. Okay. That's very personal, right? With the 7. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. No surprise there. Yes. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. The sage represents the wise one within. When this card arises, it shows that you are preparing to become a great and insightful teacher to your peers. How beautiful is that? And, you know, we do these things. You have to learn. We feel, I mean, how do you really heal others or help heal others if you don't understand what pain is, what it feels like, right? It's just like you can go to business school, but you're not really good at business until you're in it, right? You don't really learn until you're actually doing it, to be honest. So the sage represents the wise one within. Yeah, I already said that. Sorry. It guides you to take notes, doop, doop, as the wandering yogi is on this card, because your knowledge and life experiences can impart incredible insights to those with whom you come into contact. This card is also about observation and becoming more aware of who you are and of all your inner workings, because that awareness can bring more clarity to your decisions. Devotion is a powerful energy. Our angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed we are to our growth. Continued dedication to this aspect of our life has been recognized, and you're understanding that you're not only a body, but also a soul. At soul level. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important you take time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. 17 here. Oh my gosh, stop, Anna. Seriously? Wow. That's, I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's kind of like, but what did they do for yours? Did they do some additional stuff? Like they didn't see all the fireworks. Oh gosh. Sorry, I got distracted. I saw that. I had to comment. So this is what the divine wants for you, okay? Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you're going to share those teachings one day too. Josh, I really feel like this is a strong message for you. I gotta say, and some others in the collective, but you know, like that teaching thing, I feel it, right? And Autumn, I feel like, yeah, there's something about October. That keeps like coming up for myself and for a few others. There's something with those energies happening around that time. Okay. Let's see if an ancestor quote comes out and then we'll call it a day. Thank y'all so much. I hope you enjoyed today. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I have chills all up both arms. I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you. Okay, we did. We got an ancestor here. Okay. Up. I love, love, love this quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. Okay. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Boom. Hi, Katie. I hear the ancestors in the wind. I breathe in their ancient breath, feeling the sun upon my shoulders and the earth beneath my feet. I honor nature and allow my love for the natural world to inspire me to live a life in balance and harmony. So yeah, let's mic drop. Yeah, boom. So yeah, we're gonna have to ground ourselves during this and get out in nature. You feel that love. Just take a little walk. If it's, the wind, like a good breeze. Walking some barefoot in the grass. Enjoy the natural beauty of the world, because we do have to ground ourselves and root ourselves. We can't just all be up here, because the magic, it has to be rooted. We have to be rooted in ourselves for it to alchemize properly. So, oh, thank you so much, Millie. I appreciate that. I do, and I thank Spirit. I said a little prayer before I even came on. So yeah. Well, I'm so glad y'all enjoyed that. Thank you. Yeah, we got some alignments to settle. Yeah. Well, it's all going to be great. It's going to be good. I think we're going to have some divine intervention along the way as well. So thank y'all so much for being here today. Like, sub, comment, like, little emojis or something. Get it out there in the good old, what do they call them? Starts with an A. I can't remember the word. The algorithm. That's it. I don't like math words. All right. Well, I love y'all so much. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And Coffee and Cards will return on Monday. And I don't know. I really want to just pop on sometimes. So, just make sure the notification bell's on. All right. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Mwah.